speak English?
Yes.
I had a big problem when I was in Portugal. I don't spoke with the people there. I got attacked several times and I had to go to the police side. The Portuguese police. And I want to know why. I mean, it was extremely violent, both in Lisbon and Porto. To the point the police officers in Portugal said maybe it's best you should leave. I would like to know, I've never been to Portugal in my life.
What nationality are you?
I'm Canadian UK.
Oh, okay.
With the police down there, I've called them several times. You can read the Portuguese report.
Do you have it with you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I want to know why that happened. Really. Well, I like.
Oh, it was to read a letter for you because I mean,
No,
we don't have nothing to do with the police.
No, I know, but the thing is, I called them because I don't want to. It's the very first time I've gone to Portugal, and I really have no idea. Like it was pretty violent, and I just want to know if
So
there's some
what
kind
was
of.
violent? They took you to police? But who's going to talk to you? Nobody here speaks English. And I do marriages. I have nothing to do with the police. I mean, what exactly do you want? They don't understand English.
Okay.
If I doesn't really matter, what do you want from us?
No, it does matter because if I want to go back to Portugal, I don't want to have the same problem.
But what are we supposed to do about it?
Well,
because we take care of our Portuguese.
No, I know.
That's why I don't know exactly what you want. If you want to do a complaint against something, then you have to do it through writing, and you can do it through writing it to the police.
I called the police, and I told them that I live in Germany. And they basically said, now that you're in Germany, go to the Portuguese consulate. Because as I came through Spain, I had the same problem. And they
But
told
what
me,
problem?
okay, well, do you want to see the report?
I just don't have any time for reports, but come on in.
All I'm asking is, if I go back to Portugal,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go, like my life is in danger. And I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If you read the report, it might make more sense.
Okay, then show me the report. Okay. Não posso sacar, agora não posso sacar alguma coisa. Eu já vou fazer. Já está aqui em cima da minha mesa. Ela não mandou o e-mail e tudo, estava lá o e-mail, portanto eu já sei. Quando as pessoas mandam as coisas com o e-mail, porque é assim que eu combino com elas. Quando ela acabar, depois eu vou mandar o e-mail, mas recebi tudo e estava tudo em ordem. Já tenho aqui em cima da minha mesa para fazer, que tenho vários para fazer urgentes. Não interessa, ela vai receber o e-mail. Dizes que falaste com o colega, que o colega diz que se logo estiver pronto, recebe o e-mail. Yeah? Obrigada, tchau.
So I actually had two police reports. One of them got stolen, but this was the other one. And then if you read the back, basically I have a big employment legal battle in Germany, but I don't see how that would follow me to Portugal. I got chased on trains.
Are you Barry Fraser?
Correct. I couldn't go anywhere. I went there just to get some sun and peace and quiet and to see a lawyer. I have no crimes to my name, just a big legal battle in Germany. That reads very bad.
That some people came up to you and wanted to...
No. I was in Blue Sox Hostel in Portugal. I had everything stolen, laptops, phones,
But you did a complaint to the police that everything was stolen.
Right, but the problem is I then went to Lisbon. I got chased around Lisbon from people I don't know. And on the train on the way back from Lisbon to Porto to come back to Germany, I had 4 paratroopers, like, you know when you have a tattoo? And I actually went to the Porto train station, and they said, for some reason, you're in big trouble. I don't know anyone in Portugal.
But don't you think it's a little bit, what's your profession? Are you like some spy?
No. I'm a senior IT manager that I have a lot of evidence against an employer, and I went to Portugal on holiday to relax. The problem is I don't understand why Portuguese were coming after me. I don't know any Portuguese people. And
well, how do you know they were Portuguese?
Because they had it tattooed on their arm.
That they were Portuguese?
Well, they had Portuguese paratroopers.
But
so
what would you want us to do about this?
All I want to do is I actually got, I went to a consulate for help, my own, and they basically said, contact the Spanish and Portuguese police to find out, because I got a tip off that there was some kind of crime that I'm supposedly supposed to have done. I did absolutely nothing, and I want to make sure if I go back to Portugal, I don't have some kind of...
But how are you going to do that? How are you going to make sure that when you go to a foreign country, that nobody's going to follow you?
No, not that they're going to follow...
How can you guarantee nobody's going to beat you up if you go to Spain, if you go to America,
Yes,
if you go to Australia?
I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is when I contacted the police, I contacted them again because I said, I got a tip off from a girl who lives in Bonn who said false crime reports are being made against you. That's why I contacted the police to say, you know I did absolutely nothing wrong, and my concern is there is some bogus police report against me.
Well, have you decided to go to a lawyer and see what, a criminal lawyer that can help you see what's going on?
The Portuguese police told me to come to the Portuguese
Yeah,
Consulate.
but what do you want us to, I don't see what we can do for you.
To
We're not
look at my
police.
name and
And?
make sure there's no crime. I don't have any crimes in
But we
Portugal.
have no, to the archives of the police, we have no way of getting to that.
So why would
We
they
have
tell
no,
me to
I
come
don't know,
here?
maybe they just wanted to get rid of you and just said, just go to the Portuguese consulate. Because what can we do for you?
All I want to know is...
If the only thing that we could do with police is when a court
Uh-huh,
in Portugal writes to us
uh-huh,
and says, we want you to call this person here
right.
and for him to explain something. It doesn't matter what it is, but we can only call Portuguese. For people who are not Portuguese, we have no authority over that person. If there's something going on in a court or in a police in Portugal, then they have to contact the court or police in Germany.
My immediate concern is, let's say I want to go to Portugal on holiday again, right?
Yeah, but how can you ever guarantee that?
What do you mean?
You want a guarantee that if you go there, that everybody's going to leave you
No,
alone
no,
so you
no.
can have your peace
No,
and quiet on the
my
beach.
concern is
But how can you guarantee that to anybody?
I got a phone call from a politician in Bonn who said...
A German politician.
Correct. German-Russian. Who basically said, it's my understanding, because of this legal battle I have, that bogus police reports are being made against you in Portugal and Spain. That's why I contacted the Portuguese police and Spanish police, and both of them, not just Portugal but also Spain, said, go to your nearest consulate and they will contact us and you can verify there's nothing against your name. I just don't want anything
I think you
against my
should get a
name.
lawyer. I would get a lawyer, and that the lawyer has different ways of...
But I'm in the why can't you just... This is the Portuguese government, essentially.
Yes, it is. We are the Portuguese state here, and we help the Portuguese. That's true.
Okay, but all I'm asking...
We have no authority over you.
No, I'm not saying authority over me, but I just to say my name is clear. I committed no crime in Portugal.
I'm sorry, we can't help you. There's nothing we can do for you.
I
don't see what you want us to do. To call a police
well, they
office
told me to come
in
here.
because they just probably wanted to get rid of you and just said, okay, let him just go and he should just contact the Portuguese in Germany. That's what they always say to the people. We have thousands of people always coming here saying, help me. This has. I don't see what we could do. Even if you were Portuguese, what can we do for you?
All I need to know is this. I was informed by quite a high-level person. You need to check your status in these two countries.
Mm-hmm.
I did nothing, zero, nothing, no crime. Why are you laughing?
Because I don't know. It just sounds like an incredible story to hear.
No, look.
That you think that that people are after you, or what do you think?
So look, I work for a very large company. There's a lot of money involved, right? How I got to Portugal was through Lyon. I had a 700 gigabyte USB stolen with all my evidence. So
Evidence of what?
Of violence from my employer. So I have a big legal case in Munich.
Yeah, that's why you have to have a lawyer.
No, I do have a lawyer, but they can't do anything with Portuguese.
Of course they can. They go through your consulate. That's how we do it the opposite way. If you were Portuguese, it would be through the consulates. So the lawyer can go through I don't know what nationality you use while you're here in Europe. I would think it's the English. So for Britain, what nationality do you have?
Canadian.
Oh, you use a Canadian passport here in Europe? Because didn't you say you were from England?
No.
You're just Canadian?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you'd have to inform your Canadian consulate, because they are the ones that can help you, and that they go through the Canadian consulate in Portugal. That you could probably do.
The whole reason I went on that journey was to get rest. The whole point of why I'm saying it's connected is everything...
But you live in Germany, is that right?
Yes.
I understand, but you're Canadian, but you live here in Germany, and you work in Germany.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that everything that was targeted was related to my SAP...
SAP is your work.
Correct.
Yeah.
So even when I
Well,
was
that's
on the...
why, if
yes.
this has to be done by a lawyer, that's the
But
lawyer's
But
job
the
to
thing
do
is I
that.
don't understand, and okay, if you're not gonna help, you're not gonna help. When
We
I'm on
can't help.
when I'm on a random train from Lisbon to Porto that I don't know anyone, they were going after my evidence against SAP. How would they even know who I am?
But you went there to rest. Why
To-
did you take all these things with you? Why don't you leave them behind in a safe place?
You know why?
do you take them with you to be
Because-
targeted?
Because I contacted a lawyer in Portugal who knew German. Because when you're in
But
Munich,
why?
well, when you're in Munich, no lawyer will actually take on another company in Munich. My
So
lawyer,
you live in Munich?
no, that's where it started.
Okay.
So you can't get a
It's
lawyer
very
in,
complicated, your story, okay?
not really. If you work
Because
in,
if you're going, you said, I'm going to Portugal to rest. I just need to rest from everything. But you take all your things with you that are so important, and then you wonder that you're targeted.
that's your response from the Portuguese company?
I don't know. I don't know what you want us to really to do. It's very difficult. But we have no authority over you because you're not Portuguese.
Even if I
And we
went,
have nothing to do with the police. You have to understand. We do weddings for the Portuguese. We
Yeah, I
do
get it,
documents
I get
for the
it, I
Portuguese.
get it.
And the only thing we have to do with court, not even with the police,
Yeah.
with court, is if you were Portuguese,
Yeah.
then the court has to write us saying we have to contact you so you can tell your story. It's all written down.
I just came on
But
goodwill.
yeah,
To be
I know.
honest
I'm
with you,
saying, and I'm answering
my-
you
my-
also
my
in
court-
goodwill.
My court case was 1 week before that, right?
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure there are thousands of people who take court documents all over the world to rest before they go to court. That does not oblige me to be attacked.
No, it doesn't. That's true. That's true. I was just asking. That's all I was just saying. But, oh, are you already gone?
Well, I don't know
Goodbye?
what you want me to do. What do you want me to do?
You should contact your own consulate. And then they contact the consulate in Portugal. There's also a Canadian embassy or consulate there. And that maybe them two could help you with something.
One question I do want to ask. When I had everything robbed, bank cards, everything,
Yeah.
right? I looked up Portuguese law, and it says whatever country you get everything stolen, it's the police's responsibility to get you home. It even
get you home?
Well, it even says it on the,
I've never heard of that.
or to get you to the next country or something. The Portuguese police just went, you're not our problem.
No,
bye-bye."
no.
So
That's
the
not
Portuguese.
true what you're reading. You can read that in the internet and Google or
No, no,
something.
no, no. It was on the police statement when I was in the
No, I've
Portuguese.
never heard of that.
Okay.
Pode entrar. Okay, good luck with everything.